Welcome to Jet Set Explore Hub, where we take you on journeys beyond your wildest dreams. Today we ask, have you ever wondered what it feels like to soar high in the sky? Picture yourself floating among the clouds, feeling the cool breeze against your face, and looking down at the world from a bird's-eye view. This isn't a flight of fancy or a scene from a fantasy movie. This is the thrill of a hot air balloon ride. Hot air balloons with their vibrant colors and massive silhouettes have been a symbol of adventure and freedom for centuries. The history of hot air ballooning dates back to the late 18th century. It was the Montgolfier brothers, Joseph Michel and Jacques Etienne, who introduced this wonder to the world. They crafted a balloon out of paper and silk, and on June 4, 17 they launched it, marking the birth of human flight. From that historic day, hot air ballooning has grown in popularity, attracting thrill-seekers and dreamers alike. It's become more than just a mode of transportation. It's a unique way to experience the world. From the serenity of drifting with the wind, to the adrenaline rush of ascending into the sky, a hot air balloon ride offers a spectrum of emotions that no other experience can match. The beauty of hot air ballooning is that it's not about speed or distance. It's about the journey. It's about feeling the warmth of the flame as it fills the balloon, the anticipation as you leave the ground, and the awe as you rise higher and higher, breaking free from the Earth's hold. So whether you're an adrenaline junkie looking for your next thrill, a dreamer seeking a new perspective, or just someone who wants to experience the extraordinary, a hot air balloon ride is an adventure that's definitely worth undertaking. As we delve deeper into this world of high-flying escapades, we invite you to imagine the limitless sky as your playground, the basket as your stage, and the wind as your guide. What sights will you see? What stories will the wind whisper in your ear? The sky's the limit, and it's waiting for you. Stay tuned as we ascend into the clouds in our very own hot air balloon. Before we take off, let's talk about preparation and safety. Now, whether you're a seasoned adventurer or a first-timer, it's important to remember that like any other adventure, a hot air balloon ride requires some preparation and a keen focus on safety. First things first, the weather check. The weather plays a huge role in determining if a hot air balloon ride is safe or not. Our pilots are trained to read and interpret weather conditions. They keep a close eye on wind speeds, cloud cover, and temperature. Ballooning is best in calm, clear conditions, so if the weather's not cooperating, the flight may be postponed to ensure everyone's safety. Next, let's talk about the balloon inspection. Our crew thoroughly inspects the balloon before every flight. They check the envelope, that's the actual balloon part, for any signs of wear or damage. They inspect the basket for stability. And of course, they make sure the burner, which propels the balloon into the sky, is functioning properly. Now, onto the safety briefing. This is a key part of the preparation process. The pilot will explain the proper way to climb into the basket, what to do during the flight, and how to position yourself for landing. It's crucial to listen carefully and follow these instructions to the letter. And remember, the pilot is the commander of the balloon. Whatever they say, goes. Trust them, they are experienced professionals who have undertaken many flights. They know what they're doing, and they're there to keep you safe. Lastly, don't forget to dress appropriately. Wear comfortable clothing and sturdy shoes, and don't forget your hat and sunglasses to protect yourself from the sun. So there you have it. Preparation and safety are key elements of any hot air balloon adventure. With these measures in place, you're all set to soar above the clouds, taking in the breathtaking views that only a hot air balloon ride can offer. With safety checks done, we're ready for the most exhilarating part, the takeoff. Embrace the thrill as we lift off the ground and ascend into the sky. The sensation is one of pure exhilaration, an adrenaline rush that stirs your soul and sparks your spirit. The earth beneath us begins to shrink, houses appear like tiny dots, and streets become slender threads woven into the tapestry of the landscape. We're gently pulled upwards, as if by an invisible hand, in a dance that defies gravity. As the ground recedes, a panorama of breathtaking beauty unfurls below. The verdant greens of the landscape blend with the azure blue of the sky, creating a painting that's alive and ever-changing. The higher we ascend, the wider the canvas becomes, and the more captivating the view. The hot air balloon is a marvel of simplicity and ingenuity. Guided by the whims of the wind and the skill of our pilot, we glide over the landscape, carried aloft by a bubble of warm air. The pilot, our captain in this airborne adventure, uses the burners to control our ascent. By heating the air inside the balloon, we rise. By allowing it to cool, we descend. It's a dance of heat and cool up and down, guided by the invisible currents of the wind. Yet amidst all this excitement, there's a tranquility that's almost surreal. High above the earth, enveloped by the sky, we are cocooned in a silence that's both serene and profound. The usual noises of life are far removed, replaced by the soft hiss of the burners and the occasional bird that ventures close. It's a peacefulness that transcends the physical and touches the spiritual, a moment of quiet reflection amidst the thrill of adventure. But as with any journey, the ascent is just the beginning. There's a vast sky to explore, a world of clouds to navigate, and a landscape to admire from our lofty perch. Once we've reached our cruising altitude, it's time to simply enjoy the view. Here we are, cruising the clouds with the world laid out like a map below us. The view from this vantage point is nothing short of breathtaking. Picture it. Endless horizons stretching out in all directions, the land a patchwork quilt of lush green fields, winding rivers, and tiny towns. You can see the world in a way that's simply not possible from the ground. From up here, everything seems smaller, more manageable. The hustle and bustle of everyday life is reduced to nothing more than a faint hum, replaced by the serene silence of the skies. As we float along, carried by the whims of the wind, there's an overwhelming sense of peace and tranquility. It's as if we've stepped into a different realm, one where time stands still and the worries of the world seem a million miles away. It's not just the sights that are stunning, it's the sensation of being in the balloon itself. There's a feeling of freedom that comes with being so high above the world, a kind of liberation from the constraints of everyday life. It's a chance to experience a unique perspective, to see things from a different angle. And it's not just the physical height that's impressive, it's the mental shift, the way your thoughts seem to soar along with the balloon. But perhaps the most breathtaking sight of all is the sky itself. The way the clouds drift lazily across the blue expanse, the way the sun paints the sky in hues of gold and pink as it begins to dip below the horizon. There's a sense of awe and wonder that comes with witnessing the world from such a height, a feeling of being part of something much larger than ourselves. And as the sun begins to set, casting long shadows across the landscape below, we're reminded of the fleeting nature of this incredible experience. It's a poignant reminder of the beauty of the world around us, a beauty that's all the more precious for its transience. As the sun begins to set, it's time for our descent. As the sun dips below the horizon, we begin our descent. The world below seems to rise up to greet us. The process of descending in a hot air balloon is a delicate dance of skill and precision. It's a careful interplay between the pilot and the whims of the wind. The pilot gently releases hot air from the balloon. This is done by pulling a cord that opens a vent at the top, allowing the hot air to escape and the balloon to slowly sink. It's a process that requires a keen understanding of the wind's direction and speed, a deep familiarity with the balloon's behavior, and an intuition crafted from countless hours in the sky. As we get closer to the ground, the pilot searches for a suitable landing spot. A wide open field is ideal, away from power lines and other potential hazards. The pilot steers the balloon towards the chosen spot, using bursts of heat to control the descent. It's a task that requires finesse and precision, like threading a needle from hundreds of feet in the air. While the pilot focuses on the technicalities of descent and landing, we on board bask in the final moments of our journey. The world below appears in sharper detail now. We can see the individual trees, the roads, the houses, and the people waving at us from below. The thrill of the descent is tinged with a hint of melancholy, as the realization dawns that our adventure is nearing its end. The landing itself is a grand finale. The basket may tip, skid, or bounce, but with a skilled pilot, it's all part of the controlled chaos. We brace ourselves, hold on tight, and then, with a final jolt, we're back on terra firma. Our feet are on the ground, but our hearts are still soaring in the clouds. And just like that, our sky-high adventure comes to an end, leaving us with memories that will last a lifetime. So there you have it, a thrilling adventure in the sky. We've journeyed from the ground up, covering the importance of preparation and safety, the exhilarating ascent, the serene cruising among the clouds, and the descent back to solid ground. Each phase of a hot air balloon ride offers a unique and unforgettable experience, a blend of thrill and tranquility you won't find elsewhere. So, are you ready to take to the skies and embark on your own hot air balloon adventure?